Hi my dear friends, welcome back to another Python tutorial class. In the previous class, we saw the main operations that we perform on strings, for example, length, concatenation, repetition, indexing. Only slicing was left. Now let us focus on slicing. Slicing, as you can see, it's fetching a substring from a string. So if this entire thing is a string, then suppose OD I select, then this becomes a substring. Okay, so that's what slicing means, fetching a substring from a string. Okay, so inside this string, some parts if I extract, then those become the substring. Now, for example, the question has been given here, fetch this particular part, din. Where is din present here? Din is present here. Okay, now let us focus on the index positions. The first character, capital C, it lies at index position 0. Then the second character, small o, it lies at index position 1. Then this third character, that is small d, it lies at index position 2. Then this fourth character, small I, it lies at index position 3. Then this next character, that is small n, it lies at index position 4. Then this last character, small g, it lies at index position 5. Okay, so I have to extract din. That means I have to focus on this particular part, that is from 2 to 4. That's what I have to extract, isn't it? So what is the syntax for slicing? The syntax is start index you have to give, then the stop index you have to give, and then the step size you have to mention. Okay, three things you have to mention: start index, stop index, and then step size inside the square brackets, and then outside you can place the variable where you have the string. Now stop index is always excluded. Stop index is always excluded, and step is one by default. Okay, so as you can see, how many total characters we have here? Six characters we have here, isn't it? And what is the last index position? The last index position is 5. So this first character, it lies at index position 0. So -1 you can say. Then this second character O, it lies at index position 1. It is the second character which lies at index position 1. So in term, just mentally you can do -1 to get its index position. That okay, second character means -1, so it means it must be lying at index position 1. Then this is the third character, small d. So -1 if you do, that means it lies at index position 2. Then this is the fourth character, small I, that must be lying at 4 minus 1, that is third index position. That's how you can remember it, the trick. Then this is the fifth character, that is small n. So it lies at what index position? 5 minus 1, that is fourth index position. So just -1 for each every character. And this is the last character, which is the sixth character. So at what index position it lies? 6 minus 1, that is 5. So fifth index position, that's where it lies. And the stop index is always excluded. So this we shall see while solving. Now, for example, here I have to do it. Okay, first of all, let us see print str1, print str1, and what do I require? What do I have to extract? Din 2, 3, 4. These particular index positions I need to extract. Okay, so simply write the start index, which is 2, because I will be needing from this particular position, which is index position number 2, to extract d. First I have to extract d, then I, then n. That means the start index has to be corresponding to with respect to d, and that start index will be 2. This is the start index I have given here. Then is to you have to give the stop index. Now stop index is always excluded. Okay, so if I give the stop index here as 5, that means stop index 5 I have given. Now Python won't go up to 5. Python will go up to 4 only. Okay, and is to 1. This is the step size. 1 is the step size. So 2 is the start index, 5 is the stop index, and 1 is the step size. Stop index is always excluded. So Python will exclude 5, and it will go just before the stop index. That is, it will go just before 5. So just before 5, what do we have? We have the index position number 4. So it will start with 2, then increase 1 at a time. Step size is 1. So so it will start from index position number 2. That is, it will extract this character d. Then 2 will be incremented by 1. because the step size is 1. Okay, so 2 plus 1 is 3. So third index position, that is I, this will be also extracted. Then further 3 plus 1. Why plus 1? Because here the step size is 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. So the fourth index will be attacked. At the fourth index, I have this character n that will be also picked up. And that's it. Up to that only Python will go. Because the stop index is 5 and stop index is excluded. That means 5, it won't go up to 5. It will go just before 5. That means it will go up to maximum 4 only. So let us see, run this cell. And here we go, DIN. Okay. DIN has been successfully extracted. Now further print str1, give the start index, that is 2, give the stop index, and do not give the step size here because I've written here without step. The first one we did with step as per as the question here, that is with step you have to do. So the step size I have mentioned here exclusively, but here I have not mentioned the step size. Still the Python will automatically take it as 1. The step size will be automatically taken by Python as 1. So we get din. So internally the step size is to 1 is taken. Okay. Then next, what is the question? Fetch CDN. CDN means capital C, then small d, then small n. So as you can see, alternate characters need to be fetched up from here. And what are the index positions? 0, 2, 4. Okay. So first, what it has been mentioned, normally you can do, and also using the len function you have to do. Okay. Now first of all, print and str1, then give inside here. Please focus, these are the alternate characters that I have to pick up. 0, then index position is 0 for capital C, then index position number 2, then index position number 4. So start with index position number 0. This is the start index. Is to give the stop index. See, we require 0 to 4, and so I can give the stop index here as 5, because we know Python won't go up to 5. Stop index 5 will be excluded. It will go just before the stop index. That is, it will go just before 5, and just before 5 we have 4. And that's what we require. Up to 4 only we require alternately. And then give here the step size, that is 2. If previously we gave here the step size as 1, that is incrementing by 1. Now the step size is 2, that is increment by 2 will happen. So what will happen? 0 index, it will start with this 0 index. So capital C, this will be extracted. Then 0 plus 2, because the step size is 2. So 0 plus 2. So automatically Python will go to the second index position, and at second index you have D. D will be extracted. Then 2 plus 2, 4. Plus 2 because of the step size. Okay. So fourth index, now Python will go to the fourth index, and at fourth index you have n, and this will be extracted. So run this cell, and here you go, CDN. Now, can we do it without by using something else like the length function? So str1 0 is 2. How to use the len function? Now len of str1. Len of str1. What will this do? Len of str1 will give you the length of the string. That is the total number of characters inside the string. How many number of characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the last character, sixth character. What will be its index position? It will be 6 minus 1, that is fifth index position. So the last index position here is nothing but your 5. Okay. Anyways, len of str1. Len of str1 will be nothing but your 6. Is to 2. The step size is 2 because I have to go alternately here. First I have to pick up index position number 0, then 2, then 4, isn't it? So internally how will it look like? It will be str1 0 is 2. Len of str1 is what? Len len of str1 will give you the total number of characters of the string. That is the length of the string, which is nothing but your 6 is to 2. So 6 is the stop index. 6 is the stop index, but stop index is excluded. So 6 will be excluded. So that means the Python here will go up to index position number 5. So here the Python has the capability to go up to index position number 5. And how will the operation happen? First, it starts with zero index position, that is capital C is extracted. Then due to step size 2, you will have 0 plus 2. So second index position, that is small d, will be extracted. Then 2 plus 2. Plus 2 because of the step size. 2 plus 2 is 4. Fourth index position will be extracted, that is small n will be extracted. Then 4 plus 2 is 6. But Python won't go up to 6. 4 plus 2 is 6, isn't it? Previously it was up to 4. Now next when it rotates, 4 plus 2 is 6, sixth index position. But 6 is my stop index, that is excluded. Python won't go up to the stop index 6. Stop index 6 is excluded. It will go just before that, that is up to 5 it can maximum go. However, as because we are incrementing by 2, that's why it won't go to 5. It has the capability to exceed 5. Okay. So print this, and here we go, capital CDN. Then we have positive. So far, we have been seeing that these are the positive steps. Like here, I mentioned this step size 1. It is positive step. Here, I didn't mention the step size. Automatically, Python took it as positive step. Here, I have mentioned the step size as 2, positive step. Here, I have also mentioned the step size as 2, positive step. Okay. Now you can use, as I've written here, positive step is there, and also you can have negative step also. Okay. So what is the question here? Let us see. Fetch every alternate character from the above string. So from this above string, you have to fetch each and every character. Okay, alternately. So how many number of characters we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Total 11 number of characters we have here. That is, the length is 11 of this particular string. And what will be the last? What will be the last position index? The last position index means with respect to this particular character, this small s is the last character. Okay, and it is the 11th number of character. So what will be the index position of this particular character? 11 minus 1, that is 10. 10th index position is the last index position of this entire string. You can check here 0, 1, because in Python the index position starts with 0. In Python the index position starts with 0 when you're going via the positive step. That is when you're going via left to right. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 is the last index position. So let us try print str1 for each and every alternate character. First, you have to use the len, and then also without start and stop index. So first, let us focus using the len function how we can extract all these alternate characters. So 0 is to len of str1. Automatically what will happen? Len of str1 will be the length of this entire string, which is 11. Okay, and this is nothing but your stop index. 11 will be the stop index inherently, that is internally, and stop index 11 is excluded, so that means it will go just before 11. So that means it will go up to 10. Python will go up to 10. And here I have to go alternately, so the step size has to be written as 2, because you will have to extract these characters alternately. Okay, so print this, and here you go. You see, the first character is C, then the next character is this one, D, alternately. If you check in the output console here, then the next character is this alternate character, that is N. Then the next character will be the alternate character, that is C here. Then the next character will be this alternate character, that is A. So here you have A, and the next character will be the alternate character, that is the smallest, that comes up to here. Okay, so here internally Python will go like str1. It will start with 0, and len of str1. Len of str1 means 11. Okay, 11 is to 2, and this is the stop index 11. Stop index 11 is excluded, so Python will go just before the stop index 11. That is, it has the capability to go up to the 10th index position. So 0 is picked up, then 2 is picked up because 0 plus 2 is 2, y plus 2 because of the step size 2. So 0th index position, there you have C, that is picked up, plus 2. There is second index position where you have D, that is picked up. Then 2 plus 2 is 4. Then N is picked up. Then 4 plus 2 is 6. So at sixth index position, this small c is picked up. Then 6 plus 2 is 8. At eighth index position, you have small a. Then 8 plus 2 is 10. at 10th index position, you have this last character, that is small s, that is picked up and printed. Okay, so this was using the length function. Now it is also, the question is there that also you have to try without start and stop index. That also can be done. Without start and stop index, you have to pick up each and every alternate character. So just do not, no need to mention, simply write is to, and Python automatically will take care of it. And here you just have to mention the step size, that is 2. Run this cell and we get the same output again. Here we did not mention any start index, here we did not mention any stop index. Python will automatically do that. Okay, just you have to mention the step size, that is 2. Because if you would have left it as blank instead of 2, you would have not written anything, then the step size by default would have been taken as 1. Then let's focus on the next question. This was about positive step. Now negative step, this we saw a little bit in our previous class. Negative step, here again str1 is nothing but this string value which is coding. What is the question? Reverse the string without and with len. So first of all, reverse this string without the len function. Okay, how to reverse this we have seen. -1 is 2, because uh, negative step means when you're going from right to left. Negative step means when you're going from right to left. So when you're going for negative step right to left, then the index position starts with -1, then -2, then -3, then -4, then -5, then -6. So when going from right to left, the index position starts with -1, then -2, -3, and so on. In this case, the last index position is -6. Okay. So if I write -6 is to -1, what will happen here? It will begin from -1, that is capital, that is small g will be picked up, then -1, -1, because here the step size is -1. So -1 plus -1, that means -2. So -2, now Python will move to -2 index position, so this small n will be extracted. Then -2 plus -1, that is -3. So -3 index position will be attacked, and this small I will be extracted. Then -3 plus -1, that is -4 index position. So -4 index position will be attacked and small d will be extracted. Then -4 plus -1, that means -5. So -5 index position it will move to, small o will be extracted. Okay, can this Python go up to -6? Next index position is this last index position, that is -6. Can the Python go up to that? It can't, because the here -6 I've mentioned as the stop index, and stop index is always excluded, and Python will go just before the stop index. So stop index is -6. This will be excluded. Python will go just before the stop index -6. That is, Python will go up to -5. So if I run this cell, here you can see it prints G, N, I, D, O, but capital C, is it printed here? G, N, I, D, O in the reverse order being printed, but the entire thing is not printed because capital C is missing. So what needs to be done? Here you have to increase the magnitude by 1. Magnitude I'm talking about. Here you have to increase the magnitude of the step size. Here you have to increase the magnitude of the stop index by 1. That is -7. Now the stop index is -7. So that means stop index -7 will be excluded. Python will go just before the stop index -7. And before -7, what do we have? Before -7, you have -6, mathematically speaking. So Python will now have the ability to go up to the -6 index position. So if you run it, here we go. Okay, so now -6 index position will be taken into consideration, because previously it was the stop index that got excluded. So Python was able to go up to -5 index position, but now -7 is the stop index which will be excluded. So Python will be able to go up to -6 index position, which is just before the stop index -7. Okay, this was without the length function. Now let's try with the length function. Print str1 -1 is to, now minus len of str1. Now what happens? Minus len of str1. Okay, let us first try it. Okay, here you have to give -1, because what will happen here? Str1, it starts with -1. Very good. starts with -1. So Python begins its journey from right hand side to left hand side because it is negative step, as since I've mentioned here the negative minus, that's why. Okay, so -1, then -2, then -3, -4, -5, -6, that's what we want. And as we know that up to -6 it has to pick up, so that's why this particular value has to be -7, the stop index. Now what I have done here, minus len str1 -1. What is len of str1? Length of str1. What is the length of this entire string? It is 6. Okay, and outward we have what? Minus. So ultimately we'll have -6, and then outwardly speaking here you have -1. So here -1, and is to the step size which is -1. So ultimately -6 -1 becomes what? -7 only. So this becomes your str1 -1 is to -7 is to -1. So we are getting the right thing only, isn't it? So Python will start with -1, then -1 -1 becomes -2, then -2, that is -1, it begins with -1, that is small g. This is the index position -1 where g is extracted. Then -1 plus -1, that means -2, n is extracted. Then -2 plus -1, that is -3, I is extracted. Then -3 plus -1, that is -4, so small d is extracted. Then -4 plus -1, that is -5 index position, that is o will be extracted. And -5 plus -5 plus of -1, that was -6. So at -6 index position, capital C will be extracted. And why Python is able to go up to -6 index position? Because here the stop index is -7, which will be excluded. So Python will go just before this, that is up to -6. It will go, and we get it. Okay, using the length function also. Then next question is again str1 is equals to coding and fetch every alternate character in the reverse order. And what do I need? I need GIO using len. I know I need GIO using the length function. So here you have G. Then next I need I, then next I need O. So here again we are trying to fetch every alternate character in the reverse order. Okay, and my target is to fetch this particular substring GIO. So how can we do it? And here what is mentioned? Here the question is you have to use the length function. So print str1, and you have to start with -1 because small g has to be extracted at first. Then here you have to give the length function. So minus len of str1 -1 is to, what will be the step size? -2, because here my approach will be alternate way. That is, each and every alternate character has to be picked up in the reverse order. So whenever we are talking about alternate character has to be picked up, that means one particular each and after a particular character is extracted, the next position has to be let go, and the position after that has to be taken up. So alternate, that means the step size has to be of -2, plus the magnitude has to be 2 because alternate. And why minus here? Because we are going in the reverse direction, going from right to left, negative step, that's why minus. Okay, so let us run this, and here we get gio. Okay, so it starts with -1. So how will it look like internally? str1 -1 is 2, and again minus len of str1 -1, this we already saw, it is nothing but your -7 is to -2. Step size here is -2. 2 is taken because alternate we are going, and minus is taken because we are going in the reverse order. So -1 -2, it starts with g. Index position -1 is attacked and g is extracted. Then -1 plus of -2, that means -3. So here you have -3 index position, so I is extracted. Then -3 plus of -2, that means -5. So -5 index position is attacked, so O is extracted. Okay, and then -5 plus of -2 is -7, but it won't go up to -7 only because -7 is the stop index which has to be excluded. So Python here has the capability to go just before the stop index -7, that is, it has the capability to go up to -6. However, mathematically it can go, it will bypass -6 because here we are increasing or incrementing by -2. So -1 -3 -5, these index positions are attacked and their corresponding characters are picked up: -1, then -3, and then minus 5. Okay. Then the next question is this one. Reverse the string without start and stop index. So let us try. Print str1. Do not you need not to give the start index, need not to give the stop index. So is to minus 1. And in this because here we are talking about reversing the string, so that means negative step you have to apply. That means you have to go from right to left. That's why minus 1. And also, if I am talking this here, all the characters were picked up. Now if I want to attack alternately, so is to minus 2. If you give here, you see gio. In this way also we can get our gio, alternate characters in the reverse order. Okay. Then the next part is this question. Str1 is equals to coding, and here it is given just use this and this to print all the characters. Okay. So print str1 is to nothing else, nothing I've written here, just simply given is to. So by default step size here will be 1. Start index and stop index will be computed by Python internally, and it will print all the characters from left to right, because here we have used positive index. By default it takes +1 as the positive index internally. Next is ODing. This is a substring. This entire thing is your string, and inside this string you have the substring ODing. So this ODing has to be picked up now. ODing without stop index and steps as it needs to be done. Okay. So no need to give the stop index, no need to give the step size. Simple, I can do print str1. Now, what is the requirement? It starts with O, then all the rest of the characters need to be picked up. So capital C here has to be neglected, because my journey will begin from the first index position where you have the small o, then the next index position, and then the next index position, and their respective characters need to be picked up. That is D, I, N, G, where D lies at index position 2, I lies at index position 3, N lies at index position 4, G lies at index position 5. So I can simply give here 1, so that Python understands that it has to begin its journey from the first index position where you have the small o. Okay. Then I give is to, because here it is mentioned you have to perform this without using the stop index and without using the step size. Okay, so I have not mentioned any step size here. Sorry, I have not mentioned any stop index here. I have not mentioned any step size here also. And Python begins its journey from the first index position. So it extracts O, then it goes up to the last character, and the step size here is +1 by default, and the stop index is automatically computed by Python internally. So here we go, ODing once you run this cell. Then next is OIG. OIG you have to print without using the stop index. OIG, that means O, then C has to be neglected here. Python will begin its journey from the first index position where you have this character O. This needs to be extracted. Then this alternate character I, because D got neglected. First index position, then alternate character I'm talking about here, I has to be, then I lies at third index position. Then the fifth index position, that is small g, has to be extracted. Okay, OIG. So O, then D has to be bypassed, so I has to be picked up, then N has to be bypassed, and after that G has to be extracted. Okay, so first index position needs to be attacked, then the third index position needs to be attacked, and the fifth index position needs to be attacked. So what I can do is here str1, Python will begin its journey from the first index position, that is 1. So first index position will be attacked, O will be picked up. I do not mention here the stop index, that's what is mentioned here without using the stop index, and just write here the step size, which is 2. So 1 plus 2. First index position is attacked, O is extracted, then 1 plus 2, that is 3. Third index position is attacked, so I is picked up, then 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. So fifth index position is attacked, so G will be extracted. OIG you get here, O, then sorry, O, then I, then G. Okay, I did not mention any stop index here. This will be inherently computed by Python. Now one thing is string is immutable. Immutable means once defined cannot be modified. Okay, uh, this is the character of string. Once it is defined, it cannot be modified. Let us try something. Here it is given str1 is equals to coding. Replace C by J. Okay, let us try str1. Now this capital C, it lies at index position number 0. So str1 square brackets 0. Then let us assign capital J to it. And let us try to run this cell. Here we get error. Type error. String object does not support item assignment. Okay. If this would have been something like list, then the operation would have been possible because we know list, set, dict, that is dictionary. These are all mutable. That is once defined, can be modified also. Memory ID won't change. String, this is not allowed directly. Okay. Now indirectly, if you want to do it, there is a way, that is using the replace function. Using the replace function, you can make it happen, but still the string will be not mutable, it will be rather immutable. Why? That I will show you. First of all, print str1, then print id of str1. So what do we get? This particular string value coding, it is printed, and it is stored at what memory ID? That is memory address, this one, and this will be stored by this variable, and this variable will be pointing out to this particular memory ID, that is memory address, where you have this value string, where you have the string value which is coding. Okay. Now str1 is equals to str1 dot. Dot operator is used whenever I want to access any kind of method or function. Okay. Now inside the string class, you have a method known as replace. Okay. By replace method, you can replace characters, but the memory ID will change. Let us see. Replace, so you have to apply the dot operator, and then here you have to write replace. Replace is a method which is available under the string class. Here this str1 variable belongs to the string class. Okay. Replace what? Replace capital C by capital J, and here we go. No error we got. Ran this cell, didn't get any error. Now let us copy this, print str1, print id of str1, and place it here and run this cell. Here you see, initially the str1 value was coding, and the memory ID where coding is stored is this one, 1221361474992. Next, str1 variable. Inside the str1 variable, I applied the replace function or replace method on the str1 variable where I replace C by J. So coding becomes joding, Joding. But then I print the str1. Now print id of str1. Here you see, id of str1 has now changed. It is 1221361488048. So at first you might say that okay, here we were able to modify str1 once it is defined. As we know, in case of string, it is immutable. Once defined, cannot be modified. But here, thanks to the replace function, we were able to modify str1, where we modified C by J, that is replace C by J. But does it make it immutable? It is not, because here the memory ID has changed. Here the memory ID has changed. Mutable means once defined can be modified also, and the memory ID must remain the same. But here the memory ID has changed. If you go to this memory ID, you will still find coding is there. If you go to this memory ID, you will still find coding is there. And now a new memory ID has been created where joding has been put. At this new memory ID, which is this one, that is 122, all this thing, here you have this joding, which is the string value, and this can now be accessed. This can now be accessed by the str1 variable. Okay. But ideally speaking, here if this particular memory ID would have appeared here also, and in place of coding you had joding, and the memory IDs here would have been the same, then I would have said that it is mutable. Change has happened, that is modification has happened, and the memory ID has remained the same. That is mutable. But here that has not happened. Here two separate memory IDs we have. At one memory ID you have coding, at the other memory ID you have joding, which is this particular memory ID. So that's why string is immutable. However, this function or method is very important. Okay. If you want to access the methods of string, then simply you have to write print, then dir, that is for directory. Inside that you can place this variable str1 and simply run this cell. So you will get all the methods available under the string class, or directly you can do this also. That is like print, then dir directory, then str, and if you run this cell you will get again this same method. So many methods are available under the string class. Okay, like for example, here you can see encode is one method, then count is one method. Same we are getting here also. Okay, is title is one method. So starting from capitalize, that is capitalize, then casefold, center, all these are your methods available under the string class. What are these double underscore? That I will come down in the later classes. These are known as dunders. Now, as I told you, accessing a method. Accessing a method, if you have to access a method, you have to use the dot operator. That's what I've written here. A method can be accessed by utilizing the dot operator. Okay. We get the attribute error when the method is not present in the class. Previously we saw, so if a method if inside a particular class a method is not there and we are trying to access the method of that class, then we get the attribute error. Okay, like for example, suppose str1 dot sqrt of 25. Here you get attribute error. Why? Because sqrt is a method. Sqrt is a method. It is for the square root, but it is not available under the string class. Okay, it is available under math. Under math module it is available. So that's why here str1, that is which belongs to the string class, it does not have anything known as sqrt method. That's why we get this attribute error. Then next you have capitalize. This is a method. Whenever you see that something is written like capitalize and after that you have these brackets, so that is a method. What is a capitalize method? Let us see. Print str1 dot capitalize. Now, in order to access a method, you have to use the dot operator and then you can write the method. What is the method here? Capitalize. And for method, you have to give these two brackets also. These first brackets, opening and closing. Okay. The job of capitalized method is that here you see this is a particular sentence. This is an entire sentence, and in this entire sentence this is the first word, and inside this first word the first character is this one, small f. This will be capitalized. Only this one will be capitalized. You see, small f has been converted into capital F. So for our coding class where f was lower, now it has been converted into capital F. Okay, so that is the job of capitalize method. It will capitalize the first letter of the first word present in the sentence. That's it. Then next is title. Here you see, here if this variable str1 is equals to for our coding class, this entire string value you have, this is a sentence. Now if I apply the title method, so method you have to apply here, so dot operator at first you have to give, then write the method name title and then give these brackets. So what will this title method do? It will ensure that here you have this word, and what is the first letter of this word? F. Then the next word is this one, our, and what is the first character here? This small o. Then the next word is this one, coding, and what is the first character here? Small c. Then the next word is class, and what is the first letter here? Small c. So title method will ensure that the first character of each and every word present in the sentence gets capitalized. You see, first letter or the first character of each and every word present in the sentence will get capitalized. So for here you can see in case of this for, small f gets converted into capital F. Then in case of our, which is the second word, the first character is small o, it gets converted into capital. Then the next word is coding, and here for coding the first character is small c. This gets converted into the uppercase. Then the next word here you have class, and what is the first character of class? It is small c, and it gets converted into the uppercase. Okay, so here you can see the first letter of each and every word in the sentence gets converted into the uppercase. Okay, that's what we got. Then the next method is swapcase. Swapcase method. What it does, it basically transforms. it transforms the lowercase characters into uppercase and vice versa. Okay, so lowercase will be converted into uppercase and uppercase will be converted into lowercase. That's what swapcase does. Okay, so let us try print str1 dot swap case. Swap case is a method, so you have to give the brackets, and before that, if you have to access this method, you have to give the dot operator, and here this is the string value, which is this word coding. Swapcase will do, it will convert the lower into uppercase and upper into lowercase. So here capital C in this entire word is the only uppercase character. This will be converted into small case character, and the rest of the characters O, D, I, N, G, these are all lowercase characters. They will be converted into uppercase characters. Run this cell. Here you see capital C of this word coding gets converted into small into lowercase, and the rest of the characters which were in lowercase, they get converted into uppercase. Okay, and here also what you can do is that print str1 dot swap case and run it. Here you see inside str1, this entire string is in uppercase morning. Each and every character is in uppercase format. So all of them will be converted into lowercase. So the entire morning gets converted into lowercase format, where each and every character is into lowercase. M, small o, small r, N, I, N, G, all these things are converted to lowercase. Then you have something known as the upper method. So print str1 dot upper. And here inside the string, where inside str1, what is the string value? X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. And the job of upper method is it will convert everything into uppercase. It will convert the letters or characters into uppercase characters. Okay, so here X will be converted into uppercase, this Y will be converted into uppercase, this lowercase letter Z, that will be converted into uppercase, that is capital Z. Small a will be converted to capital A, small b will be converted to capital B, small c will be converted to capital C, small d will be converted to capital D. Run this cell and you get a capital X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. Okay, here if I apply the upper method, so upper, now here you see, here you have these letters X, Y, Z, then A, B, C, D. So these are all letters. Upper method will convert all the characters, that is all the letters, into uppercase. And what about these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dollar, and percent? These are all not letters. Okay, these are all not letters, so they will remain intact. So let us try. And here you see, small x is converted into capital X, then small y is converted into capital Y, small z is converted into capital Z. Like this ABCD, this ABCD is converted into uppercase format. Okay, and the rest of these characters which are not letters, they are also present here. Okay, then next we have something known as the lower method. So print str1 dot lower, and here what will happen, lower method, as you can understand by the name, it will convert all the characters into lowercase characters. So run this cell, capital X, Y, Z, A, B, C, everything is in uppercase, so entire thing will be converted into lowercase, small x, y, z, A, B, C. Then this one, print str1 dot lower. This method you apply, here you see, wherever you have uppercase characters, those will be converted into lowercase characters. Capital X, Y, Z are in uppercase, these will be converted into lowercase, and this ABC are already in lowercase, so they will remain in lowercase. Run this cell, you see, small x, y, z, ABC. Okay, then next is casefold. Casefold, it transforms the characters into lowercase. This also does the same job as your lower method only. So print str1 dot casefold. Okay, and give these brackets and run this cell. Here you see, capital X, Y, Z, capital A, B, C are all converted into lowercase. That's what casefold does. Casefold is also used to convert the uppercase characters into lowercase characters. So what is the difference between casefold and lower? I've written here, you see, lower versus casefold. What is the difference? Lower versus casefold. You see, lower method can be only applied to ASCII characters Whereas casefold can be applied on both ASCII as well as non-ASCII characters. Okay, so non-ASCII characters are present in Unicode table. For example, here you have this entire string. Inside the string you have capital H, which is your ASCII, capital A, which is an ASCII character. And what about this particular thing? It is appearing like beta. It is not an ASCII character, it is a rather non-ASCII character. So let us try both the methods. Print str1 dot lower. You see, I apply this method, and lower method, it does what? It converts capital H to small h, then capital A to small a, and this Unicode character, that is this non-ASCII character, remains as it is. Now if I apply casefold also on this particular entire string, print str1 dot casefold, and run this. Now you see the difference. It has first converted the uppercase character, that is capital H, into small h, then capital A into your small a. Capital A, it has been converted into small a, lowercase character, and then this has been converted into its actual format, SS. This is the difference. This lower couldn't do. It couldn't decode it, but casefold was able to decode it, because casefold can be applied on non-ASCII characters also. Okay, and then your last one is count method. What is count method? Count method, it basically counts the number of occurrences of a character or a set of characters in a string. So if you have a string, and if you have a string, then you apply the count method on it, then it will basically count the number of times or number of occurrences that a character or a set of characters are there inside the string. So let us try. First of all, you have this str1 variable. Inside this str1 variable, you have this entire sentence. They are learning. Sorry, this will be they are learning. They are learning coding. They are learning coding. Okay. Now, what is the question here? The question is, count the number of eyes in the string. Count the number of eyes in the string. How many number of eyes are there inside the string? You see here you have inside learning. Here you have I character. Then inside coding also you have this I character. So total how many number of occurrences of I are there inside the string? Total number of 2 times. So how can you get this number? By applying the count method. So print str1 dot count, then give these brackets because count is a method, and run this. Sorry, this is not the format. Here inside this you have to mention the character that you're looking for. We are looking for the I character. Now run this cell, and here you see 2 times. It returns 2. That means I is there inside this entire string 2 times. One is there and another one is this one. Okay, so you have to write the count method. Inside the count method you have to mention the character that you're looking for. Then get the number of e's in the string. Get the number of e's in the string. So print str1 dot count and number of e's. So how many number of e's are there in the string? Let us see. Here once, here twice, here and again third time. So total there are 3 times that this character e has occurred in this entire string. And if you want to know the number of occurrences, you have to apply the count method. Inside this you have to mention your character that you're looking for, which is small e. So you see answer is 3. There are 3 e's inside this entire string or inside this entire sentence. Okay, then the next question is, count the number of e's from the seventh index. From the seventh index, let us see. This is the 0th index, first index, second index, third index. Then the space character is there, that also occupies an index, so it becomes the fourth index. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then fifth index, sixth index, seventh index. Again you have space character, so that will occupy the eighth index. Okay, now what they're asking, that is count the number of e's. Count the number of e's from the seventh index. So this is my seventh index. Starting from seventh index, how many number of e's are there? Total how many number of e's are there? 1, then 2, then 3. And starting from the seventh index, how many number of e's we have? Starting from the seventh index, how many number of e's we have? 1 and 2. This won't be taken into consideration because this lies at the second index position, and we are interested in the seventh index position, that is starting from the seventh index position. That's what we are interested in. So starting from the seventh index position, this is the first E, and then next you have the second E. So two E's. Okay. So print str1 dot count, then inside this mention the character small e, then just mention the index that they're asking about, 7 comma 7. Okay, comma 7, that's what you have to write. Okay, again I will show you. Print str1 dot count, then small e comma 7. So here we get the answer is 2. Got my point. So seventh index is attacked. That is this E is picked up, first E, and then this one next E. So total two number of E's are there starting from the seventh index. Okay. Then the next question is, get the number of A's from the first index to 11th index. Get the total number of A's. Get the total number of A's from first to 11th index. So 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Up to this, how many number of A's we have? Up to this, we have two number of A's. There are two A letters inside this string, starting from the sorry, I should have started from here. First index, second index, third index. Okay, because the question is starting from the first index. So first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10, 11. So starting from first to 11th index, how many total number of A characters we have? Two characters we have. So let us give it here like this. Print str1 dot count, then mention the character A, then mention here the start index. This is the start index, this is the start index, and this is the stop index. So comma 1, this becomes your start index. After that you have to give the stop index. So 1 is your start index, 11 is your stop index, and we already know that stop index is always excluded. Stop index here is 11, so that will be excluded. So Python will go up to where? It will go up to just before the stop index. So it will go just before the stop index 11. That means Python will go up to 10th index position. Okay, so it will go from where to where? 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from first to 10th index position, how many number of A's are there? Only one. So run this cell, you get only one number of A. Okay, because why? Because here the interested character you have to give, that is small a, then the start index which is 1, and then you have to give the stop index. Here by the question it is mentioned as 11, so that's why I gave the stop index as 11. But you forgot that stop index 11 will be excluded, and Python will go up to 10th index position, not up to 11th index position, because 11 is the stop index. It will be excluded. Python will go just before the stop index 11, so it will go up to 10. Okay, that's why it went up to small e. Okay, so if I want this total two number of A's, then what should I do? Print str1 dot count, then A, that is the character that I'm interested in, comma start index, comma stop index. Now stop index here you just have to increment it by 1. So instead of 11 you have to write 12. So stop index 12, stop index now becomes 12. This will be excluded. So Python will go just before the stop index 12. So that means it will go up to stop index 11. It will go up to index 11. Okay, because stop index is 12, which will be excluded. Python will go just before it. So Python will go up to 11th index position, starting from 1, because start index is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is 8 space character, 9, 10, 11. So now from 1 to 11 you have total two number of characters. Starting from 1 to 11 you have now total two number of A characters. So run this cell and you will get 2. Okay, so that's it for this class, my dear friends. And if you have liked this video, then kindly hit the like, share and subscribe button and press the bell icon for notifications. And if you have any doubts, you can leave them in the comments. So thank you.